at the end of the day, you're just gonna stick to what sounds and feels the most comfortable for you. And it's a kind of thought I've been dealing with lately. Like, I'm not talking about determinism, but your belief kind of is shaped from your experience that were never in your response, that were never in your control, and things that just happen to you by exterior causes. So when someone's a Christian, like devoted Christian, or someone's an atheist, like maybe like I should say an actual actual Christian and an actual atheist, because I see so many, at least on the internet, let's say, because I usually don't go outside and communicate with people, especially about this kind of subject, since it's rare to find someone who's willing to talk about these kind of things outside with a stranger. So like actually like firm believers who are actually living upon their beliefs, they always it's like they always ended up in that position, in that on that container, just because it was the most comfortable one. And you find this kind of obvious, because if you think of it, if you think of just how we humans function as a human being, like for example, we are all lean to we all tend to go for the things that are much more familiar with. So let's say like, even when you're choosing what to watch while eating your lunch, like what content, what YouTube video to watch, or even what to eat in the first place, places you would like to visit, things that you would like to bring up with other person, the topics that you would like to talk about with your friends and your people, your family. Same goes for me. Things that you would like to even think about, like you think about the things that you usually think about. So we all are lean to obviously, how do we say this? Lean to, oh my god, my English is not working. What was the word? We all are biased in a sense into doing and even thinking things that are more familiar to us. So same goes for belief. At the end, I think this is also one of the reasons why it's always good to have new experiences, always good to go for new things that you had never even think of trying it. So obviously, like it goes beyond what I just said. I mean, it goes kind of um not beyond. How do we say this? Like it kind of contradicts to what I just said. Like because things that you would think about, I mean, things that you think about usually, and I'm telling you that we should be doing things that we don't usually think about. So like you can't even think those things that you can't think. I mean, you get what I mean. Like just like things that you don't know, things that you don't know, you don't know, but you don't even know are much more important than things that you know but you don't know. So just like that, like imagine just like so random things come up to you and like I mean happen to you, and you got to do it. I'm sure you're going to learn so much more than the things that you think that will kind of change your life. But it's again difficult and kind of in a sense impossible, since it's very rare for us to even move from one location to another, like from one let's say like if you're living in the states, or like it really depends on the state, what part of the states you're living in, but imagine your whole family moving to a country that you had never even thought of going, ever visiting in your life, and just staying there for the next 10 years. The kind of experience, it's really hard to even experience more. And it's very ironic because we are living in this world when living in this world that is the most connected ever. You can even text and you can see, well, through your phone, but you can see what the other person's doing across across the countries and continents, so like in milliseconds. So but at the same time, you like it's really rare to get a job that makes you available to experience new things, go to different kinds of countries or even cities, if like your own state, your own you I'm sure you haven't even visited like 99% of the cities and small parts, like small villages of your own country as well. And it's extremely rare to find a job if you're not rich enough. I mean, I don't even think if there's a job that lets you kind of like naturally go there, go visit different countries and experience new things. And that makes the prejudice towards certain groups. If you are from the states, or if you're from certain states or certain countries, you must think this way, because usually people from there think this way because they were raised and educated in certain ways, which is obvious, yeah. But it kind of makes me feel like you're never gonna then, like, you'll never even have a chance to think whether the other part of of whether, okay, let me just put it this way, whether other beliefs that are out there you never even thought of or you never even learned might might have worked better for you, but you would never know since you never experienced it. So I would have never known this kind of, like, I mean, internet world, or like anything about Mexico or the States or Western culture, had I not moved to Mexico with like 10 years ago, 11 years ago now. It's crazy for me in a sense. I would have never imagined. Again, it's not about determinism, more like if you have an agency in your life, then maybe you should try like exposing yourself to something new, although it's very likely that you will not like it, because that's our human nature. We don't like doing something new. We just want to stick to what makes us feel good about, what makes us feel comfortable enough. So yeah, at the end, beliefs really might be all about just sticking with the things that satisfies you the most and that makes you the most comfortable.